All right, what is up, my friends? And we're playing a standard a standard brew I actually brewed up about a month ago, and I didn't get a chance to play because I've been playing so much Modern lately. And this is a deck that is based around my Bant Approach deck I played a while back. Similar shell, however, we've replaced the white removal with black removal because it's more efficient in the early game and less vulnerable to negate, be it Fatal Push, Moment of Craving, Doomfall, which is also a Duress, and Vraska's Contempt. And instead of playing Approach the Second Sun as our primary win condition, which is extremely weak to sideboard negates and Duresses and Lost Legacies, we're just jamming Carnage Tyrant. The biggest thing about this standard format right now is that there's about 1 million removal spells in every deck. And one of the ways the Bant Approach deck was getting around that was basically what we're doing here, just not playing any creatures. However, again, Negate and Duress are the big sideboard cards, so we're just playing Carnage Tyrant instead. We have Hashep Oasis, which is we're gonna have access to basically every game because we have Hour of Promise, and you just pump Carnage Tyrant up to be a 10/9 and attack them twice and kill them. It sounds silly, but it's actually pretty reasonable. I mean, I boarded Carnage Tyrant in the Bant Approach deck. I boarded it in many matchups, and it's just a big, huge, unkillable monster, basically. There aren't a ton of actual Wrath of God effects in the format, so it lives a good amount of the time. So that's the theory behind the deck. Otherwise, it's a very, very similar shell to Bant Approach. We have our compasses. We have our compasses. We have the most important card in the archetype, honestly, in Spring to Mind, which is a ramp spell and a card draw spell. People were trying like Abzan versions of this deck and green-black versions of this deck. I think you need the card draw to make it really good. And what's up, Foley Bra? First time of the stream. What's your name? Where you from? How long you play Magic? Favorite card of all time? Favorite deck of all time? Most important, what's your name? Where you from? And what do you want to name Nicole's puppy when we get 2,000 or 1,000 subs? I lowered it, 1,000 subs. So we're still playing to Search for Azcanta. We're still playing 2 Essence Scatters. Still playing 4 Ipnu Rivulet, which is honestly the deck's primary win condition. We still have Arch of Orazca to tutor up with our Hour of Promise. This is the card that honestly makes the deck work. The big pairing is Arch with Hour of Promise, because when you Hour of Promise, you get basically instant City's Blessing, and then you have a bunch of mana, and Arch draws you cards. We have a nice Scavenger Grounds for utility. We have Ifnir Deadlands for more utility. So almost like a standard lands deck in a way, like Legacy lands. We have Maze of Ith and utility lands and all sorts of things like that. Again, Vraska's Contempt is one of the most important removal spells in the format. And yeah, sideboard's got a lot of the usual suspects. Negate, Jace's Defeat, which is very good at countering Torrential Gearhulk and Scarab God out of the control decks. We have one Nezahal, Primal Tide for kind of mirror matches. Arguel's Bloodfast is perhaps one of the best possible cards in the format against the slow control decks, because it's literally just, pay 12 mana, draw 12 cards or whatever. I mean, that's not actually how it works, but you just draw 1 million cards off this card as they can't actually pressure you in any way. Really, really good card. Thanks to the follows, my friend. And then Duress, one Appetite for the Unnatural, just a little artifact removal, which is nice. One Scarab God on the board, could be more maybe, but mostly for matchups where they can't kill it. 3 Contraband Kingpin for mono red, and a Field of Ruin for your Search for Azcanta matchups. Also an extra land in the control matchups. So, but yeah, that's a deck. I'm also playing one Sandwurm Convergence as a big time, big mana finisher that again is not vulnerable to creature removal. It is vulnerable to negates and stuff, but pretty powerful card. And it's basically the deck. So I think the deck's pretty sweet. I've not played this deck yet. Again, I built this deck almost a month ago. So I'm not super up on the standard format currently, but hell, that's why they play the games, right? So let's just jump right in. And like I said, once again, we have the Streamer Showdown coming up at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about 3.5 hours from now. Ah, just short on play points. So we can see up here we got Streamer Showdown, Stunlock, and a Maz. All sorts of cool people. Alright. Foley Bras, Josh from Colorado. Sweet. Favorite card, Vengevine? I like Vengevine. Favorite deck, Elves in all formats. And name the dog Floof. I kind of like that name. No Phoenix this weekend. Nope. I actually don't have a tournament for a month. I'm skipping SCG Cincinnati because Nicole and I and John are going to GamerCon and then going down to work on the house for 2 weeks. So, and right now we're at 202 subs. Yeah, Wormbones, the Green-Black Lands deck just doesn't really have any card draw. And I don't think Azor's Gateway is good at all. So, alright, let's try this out and see how it goes. Hand's fine. Again, one nice benefit of Doomfall is it is a removal spell, but it is also a Duress in the slower matchups. I would say Metallurgic Summonings actually sounds really, really good. That's a card I had not considered, but that sounds like a really good idea. Again, a powerful, non-creature, inevitable win condition. I like it. That's a very good idea. And I think Mastermind's Acquisition is terrible. I think that's the most dirtily dirtle card, and we don't want to dirtle that hard. I think that card is just very slow and honestly pretty poor. Burns, you're doing great, bud. You keep doing you, all right? Yes, I got a new pet chocolate chip muffin box. All right, so Branch Walker, Ronus's Monument. Okay, I obviously haven't played Standard in a while. Did not realize that Ronus's Monument was a card we were playing these days, but sure. What about the Control Magic card? I kind of like that card too, honestly. But most of the good creatures in this format are very, very large, so it's very, very expensive to steal them. So I do think that card is good. Honestly, better in Eternal formats. I believe Entrancing Medley is the card. Alright, so the Monument comes down, which I guess is fine. So green creatures cost less. And I think we're trying to fire off a Doomfall here. We'll play the Arch, I guess. Let's see what's going on. Oh boy. So they have, that's kind of cute. Primal Hunger plus Ronus's Monument, so you can like pump your creatures up a little bit and then use the bonus. Alright, so we're just going to take the really big dumb creature. And then we have Fatal Push for the Rampager and stuff. So this is this game's looking pretty good for us. Opponent really doesn't have much going on. And we just have a bunch of removal in our hand, so. What's up, opponent? You put Ronus's Monument in your deck, not me. Alright. I guess that's cute with Rampager, right? That's a pretty cool combo. So you could like...
What the hell is that?
Whenever you cast a... Yeah, so you just keep casting Rampager to pump up your creatures. Obviously, they didn't work out like that. That's a good draw. Alright, so we draw an Hour of Promise. They played the... Forest and the Rampage. They have an Oasis and one mystery card in hand. Could Doomfall. We definitely want the board empty next turn when we cast Hour if possible. Question is, do you want to use Doomfall or Fatal Push? Maybe we just save Doomfall for a big creature. They could also have Blossoming Defense in their deck. I think we should have Doomfall. Just like more mana efficient. I don't think we're gonna have much trouble this game. So, yeah, Streamer Showdown is at 4 o'clock. It's just the official Magic people get together 8 streamers for an official event where we all draft whatever formats on tap. So this streamer showdown is going to be Masters 25. I have never drafted it before. I should probably be practicing for that right now, but who needs to practice? Talk about practice. Not a game, not a draft, but practice? You talking about practice. All right, so that's pretty scary. I think we're probably going to need to kill that now. Maybe we should have held our Doomfall. If they have a Blossoming Defense here, we actually could be in trouble. We could just, like, play Hour and let him hit us for 8. Like, I don't think they can, like, kill us next turn, right? Like, I'm sure what we're actually scared of. Like, I'm scared of Blossoming Defense kind of blowing me out. Yeah, we're just going to cast Hour. Maybe this is a mistake, but we do want double blue. Yeah, maybe we should have kept the Doomfall. I feel like it was more mana efficient. We already had Contempt, but we gotta give him a chance to go runner here. All right, so we have 2 deserts in play. We're definitely interested in getting double blue for Spring to Mind. I think we're gonna want. We're also interested in Deadlands too, I guess. That's not gonna work though. I think we're gonna get Rivulet and Fetid Pools. Hit our desert quota and get us our blue cards for Spring to Mind. That is true. I mean, they probably should have tapped the Oasis no matter what they did. They chose not to, but oh boy. All right, that's a little scary. I mean, it's actually not that bad. We're just gonna take a huge hit here, and then we're gonna Contempt and Fatal Push. That's a lot of damage. So Sultai, the big card is this card right here, Spring to Mind. Spring to Mind is just really, really good. We just took a solid 15 damage, no big deal. Essence Scatter is a pretty good draw. Yeah, so we're definitely going to want to main phase Contempt, so they can't draw Blossoming Defense. Leave up Push and Essence Scatter. I guess we could cast Spring to Mind. Nah, because then we have no good block. Yeah, we'll just say go. I don't think there's a need to cast Push yet. So yeah, I think the big draw is Spring to Mind and the extra card draw. What do they draw here? Another Gear Hulk? No, they're just going for the Oasis. All right, so we're gonna Fatal Push, pre-blockers, in case they drew Blossoming Defense. It did not. All right, so I would say this game is effectively over. Search for Azcanta too. Cool. So we'll cast Spring to Mind. I think I actually want the island. And then we'll cast Search for Azcanta. And then we'll have Essence Scatter up. And yeah. They have a Kenra in the graveyard. Not really a big deal. Got City's Blessing. Got everything all set up here. Again, having Spring to Mind in your graveyard is just a really comfortable feeling. Because we just have so many extra cards just floating around. You know, this deck is really, really good at stalling and getting a lot of mana into play. And Spring to Mind is the perfect card for that. Now we have Azcanta. Up, Carnage Tyrant. Let's call it a day here. Guess I could use another green, maybe. Guess I could also Scavenger Ground away their Kenra, but that seems much worse than just casting Carnage Tyrant with Essence Scatter back up. We're not really scared of a 4/4 Kenra here. We're also like pushing lethal next turn practically, so. Peacebone, we're going in blind. We should probably be practicing right now, but just let it ride, you know? I'm just going to counter this and kill them next turn, so... Cool. Pretty easy game. Sultai over Abzan, because I like drawing cards. I don't think that Azor's Gateway is a playable Magic card. I don't want to loot, I want to draw cards. So Azcanta and Spring to Mind. And also, honestly, one of the biggest draws to playing blue is Ipnu Rivulet. This is just your main win condition. You just kill everything and then deck them. Like, with Bant Approach, I won about half my games by decking. So, it's great. It's just a incidental win condition. All right, so they look to be mono green. So, we're going to want the Scarab God, which I probably can't answer. And it's probably all we want, honestly. And I wouldn't mind cutting maybe a Search. I don't think we need... Actually, maybe cut a Carnage Tyrant. Carnage Tyrant might actually not be big enough, interestingly enough. I mean, I think Azor's Gateway is okay, but I think it's not powerful enough for me to actually actively want it. Yeah, we could maybe have 2 Scarab Gods on the board. The idea is to blank removal in game 1s, so... Yeah, I mean, I've seen all the the Hour Promise Mastermind lists. I think the card Mastermind is just very, very slow. And I think you're better off just playing good spells than trying to play some clunky, stupid tutor. Sounds great. Got our Maze of Ith, double removal spell, Hour Promise, and a Desert. This is perfect. Yeah, like the problem is, like, I'm honestly just a pretty big naysayer of looting effects in general. I think that looting effects in Constructed are only really good if you're putting relevant cards into your graveyard. If you're just trying to, like, marginally improve the cards in your hand, I just don't think that's really doing enough. All right, so here we can go Moment of Craving next turn. We might not be able to Fatal Push next turn, actually. I think we just take a hit here. I think we just play Compass and take a hit. Because the problem is, if we Craving here, we end up being off curve where they play a 3-drop and we can't Fatal Push it. So I'd rather save the Fatal Push for the 2-drop, but also make a 2-mana play this turn. Yeah, we're just going to play Compass. Yeah, Metallurgic Summonings definitely sounds pretty sweet. It's a little hard to cast, because we're a little lighter on blue, but that doesn't sound like a sweet card for this deck. It's also castable on turn 5 with our turn 4 with Spring to Mind, which is awesome. So definitely a cool card. Heart of Kiran. 4/3. All right, so that kind of flies in the face of our Moment of Craving a little bit. Carnage Tyrant. Maybe we could have waited on Compass. So now we kind of want to save Fatal Push for Heart of Kiran. Yeah, like Diabolic Tutor's pretty bad. Okay. I think we're in a Moment of Craving the Branch Walker right now. Again, we're still concerned about the card. What's it called? Blossoming Defense. So we're gonna try and play around that when possible. We have Fatal Push for a possible follow-up creature, and next turn we can go Doomfall Push possibly. Another Branch Walker, sure. Nissa Vital Force. It's a card. I'd say we're falling behind here a little bit. I think we've made some... Maybe casting this Compass was just a mistake. Like if they play Nissa next turn, we're kind of in a bit of trouble. Alright, that's a pretty good draw. Alright, so... We're also at a spot where we like need to make a land drop next turn. So we could theoretically just activate Compass, but I think we need to... We push Branchwalker, we Doomfall Jade Light Ranger, they play Nissa, and they mush us for 9. That's a lot. Not gonna lie, this is pretty good against us. That is definitely definitely a card. They only have they only have 1 card left. They mulliganed, so there's no guarantee they actually play Nissa next turn. We could also Doomfall the Nissa out of their hand. And then we're getting smacked by. And we could push. We could leave up push, and push the heart if they do it. Maybe that's better. We'll just preempt the Nissa. We can deal with the stuff in play with our zombie tokens and our Vraska Contempt. So let's do that. I don't want to Doomfall Nissa because I feel like we need to affect the... I'm so dumb. It's not on their... It's on the top of their deck. Right, duh. This was an Explorer, not a... You should visit the Thoughtseize card. Alright, so this actually works out fine. Because this card's also annoying. So whatever. So that's gone. They can't cast Nissa next turn no matter what. And now we just get to say go. They fire up Heart, we kill it. If not, we kill the Branchwalker. Then we can untap and either draw land and cast Hour or Contempt something. You gotta push the Heart to Kieran. Perfect. So they drew Nissa, which we know. So now we're at a spot where a land is amazing. If you don't draw a land, you have a reasonable backup plan. So, what's up, ship? Yeah, Twitch chat's whatever. Fatal Push. It's not actually that bad, because we could just like Compass for a land and say go and push this. If they draw a land and play Nissa, we take 9. No, that kills it. Then we can just cast out. We can just... Ugh. This is really good. I think we have to do this, though. We can't afford to Contempt. So... Search for a Swamp. Could push the land, but that's like not actually killing a threat or getting rid of anything. Like the land doesn't actually matter. And they'll still have the Nissa and the 2 creatures. We need to kill an actual creature, I think. Alright, so no land, please. Was also once we... God damn it. Oh, it's a good land, too. Tilt. Alright. Once we flip the Mazavith and have 2 creatures in play, things get a lot easier, but drawing the Oasis is actually pretty insane. Which is kind of annoying. So... Yeah, now we're going to 2. I think we're in trouble here. Doesn't have Trample, right? Nothing has Trample. Alright. Alright. Deuce. That's the scatter. Alright, so we need 2 deserts. Hey, it stays a land? Oh, until your next turn. Okay. Alright, we need 2 deserts. Unfortunately, we can't get an Arch of Orazca or whatever. Let's get a Deadlands. I guess an Oasis. So we have to do that. We have to flip our Compass. So now we can Mazavith whatever they pump. We can make double blocks if we have to. I think we're as long as I don't draw a really good card here, we're in pretty good shape. Ronus' Monument. Yeah, it's pretty irrelevant. So I guess they could Emblem. But I think we can beat that. So, like, the Thaumatic Compass Hour Promise interaction is just so good. Like, putting blockers in play and having a Mazavith, and then getting to untap with a million lands in play is great. They're returning the Branchwalker. Okay. Does gain Trample, too, but thankfully we have this Mazavith in play. This is whenever you cast. It's kind of annoying because my counter spell isn't really that relevant. Yeah, Mazavith. Gotcha. So now we can Contempt, Nissa, Essence Scatter their next play. We have Deadlands available too. We're on the grind here, but we're trending upward. Yeah, Compass is great. I don't think Compass is good without Our Promise, though. Like, you really need that extra push to get you over the edge. Oasis on the Branchwalker. Sure. Okay, so this is a pretty easy. I guess we're gonna maze first to play around Blossoming Defense, and we're gonna double block this thing, and we can use Deadlands on the Branchwalker. So yeah, we're in pretty good shape here. Burnsy, if you're gonna have fun, you gotta do it on camera, right, bud? You can't hide. If you're gonna be the most famous gerbil in the world, you gotta, allow your adoring fans to see you. Rivulet. Alright, so yeah. We're just gonna sack, because we don't need the Deadlands, because we have this Compass. We could just cast Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, I'll just cast Carnage Tyrant. Sold. Rawr. Big stupid dinosaur. Verdurous Gearhulk. Alright, so we counter that. And this game is essentially over now. We have to counter that, untap, Deadlands the Branchwalker. We have Oasis and Carnage Tyrant. Life's good. This is definitely not a Rivulet game, but we only have one blue, so sack one of the Oasis. Just fire off the Oasis too, right? Green, green, colorless. Oh, we don't need Scavenger Grounds this game. Combo! Rawr, 10 nines. That's game. Sweet. Good start. Folks just tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name is Jim Davis. That's Burnsy back there hanging out. We're playing this deck I built. I actually built this deck about a month ago. It was based off my Bant Approach deck. I wanted to try a different removal suite and win condition to not play Approach the Second Sons. And here it is. So, same idea. No creatures. Hard to interact with win conditions like Rivulet and Carnage Tyrant. And then the power of Spring to Mind and search for Azcanta to draw lots of cards. Once again, Mastermind I think is a terrible card. Diabolic Tutor is not a playable card in Standard. I don't think it's like god awful. I just don't think it's good. And I like playing good cards. So we are just going to draw cards the way we're supposed to and play a bunch of removal spells and go from there. Got the Streamer Showdown coming up at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be sweet. I'm going to load up the image for that right now. So we can all get hyped about that. I'm going to take this one down. I lost the finals of the last Streamer Showdown. Plan on winning this one. Where did the picture go? I saved the picture. Where did it go? Sorry guys, 1 second. Is it not just saving as an image? Man, Twitter's so weird. Trying to be all fancy with not letting me save images and stuff. Come on now. Showdown. The Streamer Showdown. Oh, yeah, there it is. Check that out. Look at that promotional image. Look at that promo image. The arrow points to the winner. All right. Watch me, obviously. Yep, Amaz is in it. You can multi-twitch, that's true. If you're a crazy multitasker. Alright, this hand's fine. It looks more like a blue-black control hand, but we're going to keep. The format for the showdown is Masters 25, a set I have never touched in my entire life. And I should probably be playing it right now to practice, but it's not about practice. It's not about practice. I haven't gotten to play Standard in a month. So I'm dying to play some Standard. Talk about practice. It's about practice. Not a game.
I miss practice. If a coach say I miss practice and y'all hear it, then that's that. I mean, I might have missed one practice this year, but if somebody say he doesn't come to practice, it can be one practice out of all the practices this year. That's enough. If I can't practice, I can't practice, man. I'm hurt. I mean, simple as that. It ain't about that. I mean, it's not about that at all. You know what I'm saying? Practice, man. We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice. We ain't talking about the game.
Ain't talking about no draft. Ain't talking about practice. Practice. Alright. So we look like we're playing a control deck. We kind of are. It's probably not what our opponent thinks. Doomfall in the graveyard. I think we're going to keep that one. Nice.
Well, 2 months. Really like 10, but I forgot to sub 1 month and now I'm back at beginner status. Look forward to seeing you in June for DFW less than 3.
Sweet. Thanks, H. Rollins. Appreciate that. We know you've been here for a while. Everyone who knows, knows. Show some love for H. Rollins in the resub. Alright. Their hand is... What is going on today? Ixalan's Binding, Orazca Relic. I guess they mulliganed. Oh, they mulliganed to 4. I didn't even notice. I was talking about practice too much. Alright, so... We're playing against some weird decks today. I want to play Standard more. I wish I could play Standard more. I haven't played Standard since, like... I don't know, a month ago? Orazca Relic. Like a weird Mind Stone. Don't even want to cast Doomfall because I probably don't have any relevant cards in there. And I don't think I want Contempt. Oh, another Doomfall. Alright, well... Mono White Ascend. I have not played Standard, so I'm not familiar with the decks in the format currently, so... What does this deck do? Talk to me. Burns, are you off camera again? I swear to God, you little gerbil. You wanna get paid? You wanna get paid? Huh? You wanna get paid? Jeez. He comes in here to work and doesn't even do anything. Just goes off camera. Alright, we need to draw a green source. Spring to Mind in the graveyard. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's not a green source. Alright, I guess we're gonna... I only have one card in hand. I think it's... And they scry to the... bottom. Isn't Burnsie salaried? I'll have to readjust Burnsie's pay program. I guess we just Doomfall. I don't know what they could have, honestly, but... Puts another card in the graveyard for search for Azcanta, honestly. You too good for your home? Ah, cast out. That's a huge tilt. Alright. We need to draw some lands or some green sources or something here. Yeah, I mean, treasure map's pretty sweet. City's blessing achieved. How about a Greenland? Go fish. I mean, they are probably casting cast out on my search for Azcanta anyway. There aren't a lot of targets for it, so. Oh, now they have 3 cards in their hand, so my Doomfall is probably fine. We drew a land. It's not an ideal land, but it's funny that we still look like we're playing just straight blue-black. I guess for the Spring to Mind, I guess. Thopter Arrest, the Immortal Sun, and Fumigate. Probably can't beat this card. So Thopter Arrest, Fumigate, sure. Fumigate will answer Carnage Tyrant, but we can cross that bridge when we come to it. Johnny Sweatpants, our second sub at the stream. Johnny Sweatpants, what's your name? Where you from? How long you been playing Magic? Favorite card of all time? Favorite deck of all time? Most important, what's your name? Where you from? Oh, look, they drew the card that I just Thoughtsseized. God, I hate playing Thoughtseize effects. Alright, so this is basically just they draw 2 cards a turn, and we can't stop it. And their spells cost less. But I'm sure they have a bunch of dead removal in their deck, so, like, it's not that bad. Well, there's our green source. Late, as usual. And tapped, as usual. This is going to be a long, boring game. Where we both have 20 dead removal spells in our deck. I Thoughtseized them or whatever, so it shows me their hand. 23-month resub. 1 more month to go for your platinum badge thingy. N3 Mater. Congratulations. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna cast the... Oh wait. We don't have that. Yeah, we just say go, like end step Spring to Mind. I mean end step Mind. Turbo Approach deck. Yeah, I have no idea what my opponent's doing. Well, they have a Fumigate in their hands, so my Carnage Tyrant doesn't actually matter. But the big thing is I have these. I have our primary win condition in Ipnu Rivulet. So, assuming they don't have a bunch of approaches that I can't interact with, I will eventually just mill them out. Despite all the removal spells in the world. Okay, another useless removal spell. A Botanical Sanctum. Going to get ourselves a forest. Play Sanctum. Competitor's website. I look really young with longer hair. I look really young and beautiful in general, you know? I'm just a good looking guy. The secret is that I'm just really, really old. Alright, Johnny is Justin from Florida. Favorite card is Avacyn. Favorite deck would be Freshmaker. That's old school. It's the old school red-green deck, right? Oh, we have an article here for the deck list. All right, what's our opponent playing? Let's take a look at this. This looks like our opponent's deck. So we're probably going to lose game 1 because they have approach and we can't actually deal with it. So we probably actually start milling them sooner rather than later just to try and literally hit their approaches, which sounds silly, but is actually a thing because we're probably going to see all of our cards this game anyway. Jeez. Ramanap, Excavator, and Ipnu Rivulet would work for a mill deck. I don't think you need Excavator. Just play more deserts. I mean, they have a full 7 cards in hand because of this silly card. So... yeah, this deck does seem pretty loose, honestly, but hey. Alright, Our Promise is a good draw. Puts some threats in play while also setting up us up for our Ipnu Rivulet kill. So let's get Rivulet and Arch of Orazca. Play another tap land. As they go. Why are they playing Sheffet Dunes? Damned if I know. Looks like they have Regal Caracal on their sideboard. Baffling End. This is the one matchup where Carnage Tyrant is not actually going to be doing what you want it to do. So obviously, our opponent's deck is literally a pile of removal spells and approach, and the idea is that Carnage Tyrant is very good against that, but they're playing Fumigate, unlike most decks. So yeah, they have a lot of removal. Good thing we have these Ipnu Rivulets. Discarded Thopter Arrest, sure. Compass. Alright, so we have only 5 deserts so far. We need more deserts. Casting Carnage Tyrant doesn't really do much. It's current juncture. Kind of want to play the Compass and just use it. So I need enough mana to... it's 5, 2, 3. Yeah, we don't have mana to do literally everything, so there's no worries here. Honestly, I think we just use the Arch. Cast out. I'm going to cast out my Compass. Alright, sure, whatever. Again, we are scared of the card Approach Second Sun, so we can't actually interact with it in our main deck because we have no counter spells. We have also used all 3 of our Doomfalls, ironically. So we can mill it once it goes to the top of their deck, but they have 3 copies of the card, and we need to kill them by decking. So we're going to start firing deserts at them sooner rather than later. They've drawn a lot of cards. They have 9 cards in their hand. They only have 30 cards left. So right now we have 20 cards worth of mill. That's interesting. Okay. That's a little annoying, but... another Fatal Push, sure. Say we need like 1 more desert to be super happy. I'm just going to fire this first one off. We did not hit a... what's it called? Oh, good draw. Good draw. Alright, so now they're dead next turn. Fantastic. I tapped bad, though. It's okay. Yeah, so if they're able to cast double Approach, they win. What are we going to do? You know, right now they have 7, 8, 9, 10, They have 12 mana, so if this is the turn they want to cast Double Approach, they can do it. But we can't do anything about it, so whatever. Yes, they have 24 cards in their deck, and we have... I mean, like, it doesn't actually matter. So we have 4 mana. We have 6 mana. Yeah, we have enough to do it 3 times. So we have to take 1 point of damage from Rivulet. All right, so there's an approach. We survived. We did it. No, Bishop 989. I expect you to die. There you go. Primary win condition. Ipnu Rivulet. Hordes of Yaks. I like fun Twitch usernames. Hordes of Yaks. What's your name? Where you from? How long you been playing Magic? Favorite card of all time? Favorite deck of all time? Most important. What's your name? Where you from? And what do you want to name Nicole's puppy when we hit 1,000 subs? I said blue. God, what is... Tapping lands on Moto is just so frustrating. So the reason why we didn't do this earlier is because we didn't have enough ammo. We didn't have enough deserts to actually mill them. So there's no reason to just like fire them off randomly, except to try and hit the approaches, which is obviously a little awkward. But like it sounds weird. Like normally you would think that the mill doesn't matter unless it's actually the mill that mills them. This is actually, we're actually 1 short here. If they have a way to destroy their own immortal sun, like their own, I mean, they have what? They've cast 1 cast out, 2 cast out, 3 cast out. Never mind, they've cast all 4 cast outs. We're good. If they could destroy their own immortal sun, they could not die because we need that for the last card. But yep, I caved and dropped to 1,000. I decided to make it reasonable. I'm a reasonable person. Right, they had another card there with approach, correct. Tag with the zombies, send a message. Gotcha. So that's honestly probably not an easy game 1 to win, but we won, so great. And now we get to look at their sideboard, because the internet exists. They have 4 Danto Vanguard, 4 Regal Crockle, 4 Walking Ballista. So we're not going to cut all of our removal. We're not going to let them get us. We are going to bring in Primal Tide, Appetite for the Unnatural, Duresses, Negates, and probably Bloodfasts. Probably the Field of Ruin too. I think we don't need these Scavenger Grounds because we can swap land for land. And then we're going to cut all 4 Fatal Pushes. They never actually saw Carnage Tyrant. So they probably take out their Fumigates for sure. But the problem is that I guess Tyrant gets through Regal Crockle fine. I guess we're going to want some Moment of Craving for this possible Adanto Vanguard. So let's cut 1. Essence Scatters. We're also on the draw. Essence Scatter is a good answer to Crockle, but not much else. Also, I cut Gift of Paradise and Sandwurm Convergence. They have so many ways to answer it. I don't think it's really necessary. All right, Hordes of Yaks. Michael from Western Massachusetts. Favorite deck is -6 in Vintage. I don't know what that is. Favorite card is Cryptic, and the puppy's name should be Karn. That is the front runner right now. Yeah, the front runner name for the puppy is Karn. So we're cutting all this. Could cut like a negate. I think we need all our negates. I think we want Contempts too. Could cut a Carnage Tyrant. Let's cut a Carnage Tyrant. Oh wait, never mind. We got enough cards. We're good. Maybe we actually want the Scarab. Now they have so many Ixalan's bindings and stuff. Cast out, etc., etc. This is fine. I'm cool with this. Let's do it. Don't forget Streamer Showdown coming up in about a little less than 3 hours. Arrow points to the winner. Masters 25 draft. Coming up. Compass, Duress. We can keep this hand. We can draw 1 land, and our Compass finds us more lands. Yeah, that's why we have a lot of our removal in. We're good. It's pretty anemic beats, honestly, but alright, we're going to Duress. And they have Cast Out, Relic, Immortal Sun. So, honestly, I'm just going to take the Immortal Sun. I know they're a ways off from casting it, but I don't think I care about the Relic, and Cast Out's kind of whatever also. So, playing for the long game here. Burnsy is sponsoring chocolate chip muffins. He chewed the brand off, so I don't know what brand it is. He's so happy. Look at him. He's a happy Burnsy. So they drew Plains. They cycled Cast Out, and they drew Plains Treasure Map. Alright. Am I going to be streaming Arena in a week? I don't know yet. Honestly. I'm not sure. I've played it. I haven't been thrilled. Also, like, I like playing real formats, and there aren't any real formats on that platform right now. So, I'm honestly not sure what I'm going to do. I might try it, but I'm not really thrilled about it. Land? Sweet. Actually, we're going to cast this Spring to Mind. Could get a land with Compass, but just casting Spring to Mind is better, so... And we're going to get a green. What if some of my viewers have a phobia of rodents? I mean, it's not like he's in your living room right now. He's going to eat you. I mean, what are you going to do? You know, you can't please everybody. Betty Crocker. Thanks, Midnight Slayer. Thanks, NES. Thanks, going good so far. Yeah, I'm a little confused. I mean, the goal... Arena is supposed to, like, basically replace Magic Online. I just don't see it doing that. I just want to play real Magic in real formats, you know? I also don't want to have to waste time acquiring cards. I just want to buy them and play. So, I don't know. Rivulet, Compass... So, they're looking to go back-to-back dinosaurs here. The old back-to-back Dino Jacks. Playing the second Compass. We could, like, play second Compass, get a land, and then cast Tyrant next turn. But then we can't cast Nezahal unless we draw land. Whereas we could just go tap land, get a land, and just leave this Compass in our hand and then set up for back-to-back dinos. I think I like back-to-back dinos. I don't think the second Compass is super necessary. What's up, Max? Arena's supposed to replace Hearthstone. I mean, Hearthstone's not a competitor, so I don't know why that would be an issue. I mean, Eric, it's honestly kind of common. I mean, like Player Unknown Battlegrounds been being played in beta for a while. That They Are Billions game was being played in beta. Like, it's not that uncommon for games to just go live, you know, and let people just have at them, you know. They got a Caracal here. They got something. A 3/3 Walking Ballista. All right. I mean, they're walking away here. Our opponent's deck is a little strange. Carnage Tyrant lines up fine. I know the Nezahal or whatever seems pretty sweet too, so we got Mazavith coming too, so you very rarely cycle lands in this deck because we just have so much to do with our mana every single turn. We just want every possible land in play. So damn, that's aggressive. We got a Sky Marcher Aspirant here. That's something else, if I do say so myself. All right, so we're just gonna fire in here. I don't mind trading off Carnage Tyrant with a lot of these creatures. And we have a 7/7 follow up, so. All right. Now we have Nezahal plus Mazavith, which feels pretty good. What's the most expensive card Burnsy has chewed on? There's a Tassiger and a Needle Spires on the edge of Burnsy's cage. Those are his. I mean, he chewed an Aetherworks Marble. That's on the YouTube. If you've missed it on the YouTube, every time a card's been banned recently, I let Burnsy go to town on it. So check the YouTube channel, which you might be watching on right now, and if you are, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're at 4,774 subscribers. Awesome. You got so Burnsy.
As mascot of the
There
stream.
you go. Burnsy chewing on Aetherworks
is
Marble.
now-
Some fun videos on there. Check those out. Do they have that or just play it? No, they had it. I'm dumb. Alright, I just didn't notice. Alright. What's up, Felix? How many subs let Burnsy eat a Black Lotus? Ninja numbers, please. Ninja numbers. Then we'll talk. Those who don't know, Ninja's a streamer that gets like 400,000 viewers every stream. He gets like a sub every 10 seconds. And yesterday, Drake streamed with him. So why not? You know? Alright, so now what? Going at it. Alright, well, I'm blocking. This is honestly, this is a little bit of a scary army. Like, there's a lot of damage in play. Pump 1 Ballista, sure. 3, 6, 7, 8. This represents 14 damage. It's not bad. So this one, am I dead? I didn't just die, did I? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I did. It's exact damage. I screwed up. So I just straight punted this game as I was talking too much. Okay. Yeah, I'm an idiot. 6, 6. No, it's 1 short. Oh no, they even have to pump again? Oh my god. How did I lose this game? Oh my god. I just missed the Field of Ruin. And we died. Alright, well that's embarrassing. Alright. I think we might be interested in Essence Scatter. Maybe we just don't want Carnage Tyrant. This is kind of interesting.
What the hell is that? Garage!
Thanks for following. And we did have like plenty of removal in our deck. We did have 4 Contempt, 3 Doomfall, and 2 Craving post board. And the the Maze of Iths. Could bring in some Essence Scatters. Maybe we just don't want Bloodfast because we're actually going to be pressured a little bit. Let's cut the Bloodfasts. Let's leave in the Essence Scatters. Thanks, my friend. Kokram. Yeah, I think this is fine. I'm not really sure. Well, Drake's not a bot, so... Yeah, like I just don't think we need Bloodfast to actually keep up on cards. Because, like, they don't really draw many cards anyway, so... I think we're going to... See, like I said, usually don't want to cycle the lands. We're just going to play a land as they go. We're not going to Duress on turn 1, as they have no relevant turn 1 plays. So, what's up, False? Welcome, my friend. Folks just tuning in, welcome to the stream. We're playing some, this is a wacky deck that I built. And we're 1-0 in a standard league, and we have a streamer showdown at 4 o'clock. Another land. Alright, so I guess we're going to cycle this Fetid Pools. Let's Duress. Wow. Relic, land, map. It's a pretty easy, easy selection there. Up, Sky Marcher Aspirant, the perfect card to go with your Orazca relics. Ah, nice draw. All right, yeah, we're in good shape here. Swamp. I guess we want another black source. We already have. We're gonna cycle his Fetid Pools. Maybe we want a plane. An island. I mean, yeah, let's get an island. Thoughts on Dominaria so far? I haven't looked at it too closely. The leak has me really soured on it. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, there's your Arch. Yes, thank you, Cat. Doomfall. Alright, we're going to cycle this Fetid Pools. Another Doomfall. Alright. What's, I'm going to take a look at their hand. I want them casting a Caracal or Big Ballista or something. Approach, double Relic. Alright, let's take the Approach. Relic. With Blue Black Control, you should be pretty well set up against the God Pharaoh's Gift decks. They don't really interact with you in many meaningful ways. You can use the card Deadeye Tracker in your sideboard. That's a pretty cool one. I'm saying Sour is like it just sucks to get spoiled, honestly. Like I feel bad for Wizards. Like their big set got spoiled. There's the Caracal. Alright, well. It's a little annoying, but we're fine. We've obviously have 3 removal spells in our hands. We're not too worried. Well, Midnight Slayer, most of the time you want to play your lands. But occasionally we will cycle them. I want to cast my Spring to Mind. Or Mind, I suppose. Double Carnage Tyrant. Alright. And a Compass. Okay. They have City's Blessing for Arch. They don't have a Field of Ruin. If I just cast Carnage Tyrant, they can't really attack very well. Yeah, we're just going to go Slam Jams here. We could also go Compass into Contempt. But I really just get the threat in play. I don't see how this can really turn out poorly for me. Also, like to play Compass when we actually have a land, so we can flip it into Mazavith. Oh, the 4th relic. Now we're in trouble. So this is a pretty good turn in the corner spot. Cool. They don't really have good blocks here. We can just cast another Tyrant and just Juvas again next turn. Roar. So this turn better be good for them, or they are in pretty deep poo-poo. This deck seems weird, my opponent's deck, but the mana base is kind of nice. Being able to play a bunch of Scavenger Grounds and Arches is, like, pretty good value. Alright. Adanto Vanguard. Man, this is the full-on transformational sideboard. No creatures game 1. Literally board into all creatures game 2. Alright, so we slam jam here, and they got to make some blocks. They're likely to just die, honestly, if they make the wrong blocks. Yeah, we're just going to slam jam. Then we have Contempt and Compass back up. So, feeling pretty safe. Not going to lie. I guess they can't draw 4 cards. But oh, these things gain life. I didn't read that part. That's awkward. Alright, well, I think we're still fine. That's kind of a punt, though. Yeah, I thought it was just draw a card. I just didn't read the whole thing. Look at that. Making fun of the relic. Getting burned. We're still fine. We still have Contempt for Caracal. They can only attack for like 7. Plus we have Mazavith, and we're gaining 2 life. It's alright. It's going to be okay. Next turn, we got him. Getting burned. Suppose they have another Caracal. Or a Sheffet Dunes. You could definitely lose. There's definitely a big advantage to playing weird cards, because you play weird cards and your opponents just don't read them and know what they do. Feed a relic to Burnsy. If I lose this game, there's one laying around, I'll give him one. The Immortal Sun. So creatures you control get +1/+1. I don't think that kills me. Because I still got to kill the Caracal. And Mazavith, the biggest creature. I don't think this is 12. Ripper, I'm not sure yet. I might experiment with it a little bit. Alright, so Contempt the Caracal. And Spires the Adanto Vanguard. And we survive easily. And then we slam jam them with our mega super Carnage Tyrants. Yeah, Standard's awesome. Obviously, this is kind of a weird matchup, but alright, so they gain that much, then they can gain 6 more. So they're at 15. So if I pump a Carnage Tyrant up with Oasis, and then I Contempt the Vanguard, they're probably dead. That is 17. Looks good to me. Yep, they're dead. You are dead. Appetite for the Unnatural. That's also pretty sweet. 7 and 7 is 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, so you need to We Oasis. It's at 17. It's actually exactly lethal even without the right, they get a 15 at 17. They block and they die anyway. So this is fine. Then I can appetite the Immortal Sun also. Yeah, so this is 10, this is 15, and they're going to be at 15. No mana, 10, 15. So I could have contempted here, could have appetited, a lot of options, but we'll take the Xaxes route, the old Xaxes. So, a little sloppy. Cross the finish line, that's the important part. If you're tuning in, welcome to the stream. Check out this deck that I built based off my Bant Approach deck. Different removal, different win conditions, same idea. Rivulet, Thaumatic Compass, Spring to Mind, Hour Promise, no killable creatures, lots of removal, search for Azcanta, lots of deserts, Arch of Orazca. Very similar to Bant Approach, just black cards and no approaches. Primary win condition is Ipnu Rivulet. Carnage Tyrant, our secondary win condition. Because there's so many decks in the format right now that are just mono removal spells. And those aren't very good against us. We also have the Streamer Showdown in about a little over 2 hours coming up. Travis, Amaz, Loading Ready Run, myself, Gabby, Newmont, Matt, and Jamie Topples. No Hour of Promise into Liliana's Mastery. That's not even like a good curve. It's like a 5 into a 5. Right? Like, so, Showdown's coming up. Masters 25 draft. I have not played a game of the format. So, hopefully, can figure that one out. See, that's fun. Not great, but fun. Do I have a favorite EDH deck? No, I'm not a fan of EDH. I actively dislike multiplayer Magic formats. I would probably enjoy one-on-one EDH, but I don't have any decks built or anything. I'm too busy playing the tournament formats. Like, if someone handed me a one-on-one EDH deck and said play with me, I'd be like, yeah, sure. But wow, Ryan, shots fired. Okay. So now I have the choice of leaving up Essence Scatter or playing Compass in the face of Mountain. Given that their 2-drops would likely be Kenra or the Pirate thingy, I think I might want to save the Essence Scatter for, like, I already have an answer for Hazoret. We want to cast Spring to Mind next turn. Yeah, we're just going to play a land and say go. I think we're actually going to play the Oasis. Try and hide that we're a control deck. I don't know. Yeah, I tried playing multiplayer EDH once. It was me and my buddy Jay, who's my Pro Tour travel buddy back in the day. And we played with 2 of our friends who were a little more casual because they wanted to play EDH. So we're like, all right, fine. So I built an EDH deck out of my cube basically, and I just detest multiplayer games. Nice draw. So now I wish I cast the Compass, but I mean, it's just in multiplayer games, people are just so irrational, and it just drives me insane. And I don't know, I just couldn't do it. We're gonna get a forest. We have a Painless Green. So untapped land is great. Without it, it's fine. It's okay. Nah, it's not Tannin. It's a different Tannin. They got a Crasher here. Oh, they're playing Big Red. That's actually insane for us. We're very well set up against Big Red. Cool. So now we get to just Hour. Do we need to find 2 deserts, which is a little annoying? That's fine. Now Slayer, it's more so about it's honestly like my 2 other friends are Mike and Brian, and like Brian was just sitting there like dirtling, doing nothing but assembling this stupid like infinite turns combo, and like Mike just would not accept the fact that we needed to attack him because we were all going to lose eventually, and like we all just lost eventually, and I don't know, it's just whatever. Oh, this is Tannen? I thought Tannen's name was the Tannen Grace on the thingy. All right, so we're gonna get Ifnir Deadlands and probably Scavenger Grounds to deal with this Kenra. We have double blue for our Spring to Mind. Need double black. Let's get Scavenger Grounds. Oh, word. He's streaming? Oh, I guess. All right, sure. Team BCW Showdown. All right, so Rekindling Phoenix is fine. So I would like to take this opportunity to flip my compass safely in the face of a braid. So we're definitely going to get that going.
Hey, Flash, want to hear a joke?
So definitely playing compass. We have Contempt available. I might just Contempt the Phoenix too, so they can't untap and Lightning Strike it. Might even just attack, honestly. Kenra ain't there yet. Yeah, I think we're going to cycle this Fetid Pools. I know I say I don't cycle very much, but... BCW Streamer Showdown. BCW, best card player wins. Right, yeah, I just can't do the goals in multiplayer games aren't clear enough for me. You know, like there's too much like diplomacy and too much like, you know, well, this person and then someone all of a sudden is just like, you know what, I'm just gonna attack you and kill you. I don't care if I lose. And you're like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, you know, like Dire Fleet Daredevil? What? That's a tilt. There goes my Spring to Mind. That's pretty annoying. All right. I mean, we're going to keep attacking, honestly. Like, we actually are amusingly the aggressor this game. Our Promise is good. That's a good draw. We can't Hour and Deadlands, so we can't attack if we Hour, but like obviously we're Houring, so Deadlands. Yeah, we have to Hour. We're just Houring. I don't know why we're even thinking about it. Draft the Horseshoe Crab deck. What is the Horseshoe Crab deck? All right, so we're gonna get we have 1, 2, 3 deserts. We're gonna get the Arch and another desert for our Deadlands, probably. Sounds cool to me. Make some more zombies. I think we're in really, really good shape this game. We're doing what we do. We have 1,000,000 lands in play, and they all do cool stuff. Yeah, talk to me about Masters 25. Give me a crash course. What's good? What's not good? Talk to me. Their own Scavenger Grounds. Okay. And Chandra. Doesn't seem too good. Add double red. Pia. Alright. I mean, we get to kill Dire Fleet Daredevil and swing it all out at Chandra, and we're in pretty good shape. So, oh, Carnage Tyrant. We just keep drawing things to do, but they're better than the things we already have. All right, we're just going to do what I said, though, because we still have a good attack here and can cast Carnage Tyrant. Sack the Rivulet. Have 2 blue already. Quicksilver Dagger. That's fun. Rare Draft. That works too. Alright, so we're going to Slam Jam at Chandra. Typically, Brainstorm is not actually that good in basically any non-fetch land format. People drastically overvalue how good Brainstorm is. Yeah, I saw like a 7 Vampire Lacerator deck that I think Cuneo had or something on Twitter. That deck looked pretty sweet. I mean, I'm honestly typically pretty good at the Masters formats because I draft in a very like synergy based manner. I'm very, very big on just like taking a theme and going with it. And typically those sets are very, very theme based. So I'll be fine. Practice. Talking about practice? Should we be practicing right now? Practice. Okay. So mono red, big red thing. We're gonna want Scarab God. We're going to want these Contraband Kingpins, I guess? Like, I don't know how low to the ground their deck actually is. I feel like we want the big removal for sure. Maybe we want to cut down on some pushes. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Bomac Warrior. I recall Tannen talking about this deck at some point on our last trip. I think he doesn't have Bomac Warriors. Maybe we can cut down on pushes. And maybe I think we can shave a Carnage Tyrant too. Sandwurm Convergence. It's probably unbeatable. Because it stops Glorybringer and Phoenix. We're going to keep that one. I got to cut one more card. I guess Doomfall is a little on the slow side. I think this is fine. I think this matchup seems fine for us. Them slowing their deck down makes things much, much better for us because we're obviously scared of the super fast draws. We haven't figured out our team stuff yet. I'm a very one event at a time person, and my next event is Milwaukee, which is Modern. So I'll talk to Jody and Todd. We'll figure it out. I know Todd's playing with Harlan and Kevin Jones for Cincinnati because I'm not going. Yeah, seems fun. I don't know if this is right or not, but whatever. Wing it. The 1/4 lifelikers would be good almost no matter what. So this hand is pretty bad. I mean, if we draw a green, it's actually fine. And if we draw any land, it's actually fine. I'm gonna keep it. Maybe I'm a maniac. We have Gifts of Paradise. Any land gets us a green. Paradise turns us on. We have double compass and a push. I'm gonna keep. I'm a maniac. Land? No. The push, maybe keep the hand. The fact that we have a push and we're on the draw. Because we get to push their 2-drop. Oh, or no 2-drop, that's fine. There's an Abrade here. It gets a little ugly. Alright, missed land. We do have 26 land in our deck too, so. There's an Abrade here. I'm a little unhappy. Okay. Now I need you to draw land. Raw Dog and Direfleet Daredevil. I like it. This card's really, really good. I think this card's very underrated at the moment. Tilt! Alright, we're probably dead. We missed for 3 turns straight, and now we're probably dead. Because now they can play a Phoenix or a Chandra unopposed, and we're probably just too far behind. Yeah. Alright. Well, one Abrade doesn't matter, so. Show me a green source. Alright, I mean, I don't think we can actually get ahead of Chandra anyway, but sure. What are you going to do? Sometimes you take your shots and sometimes you miss, you know? I think any land over the last 2 turns and we were fine. Thanks, Blob. I don't think it matters anymore. Yeah, obviously. Alright. 13, 6 and 6, 12. I guess we're not technically dead. We draw a land, Contempt the Chandra. Conserve the clock? We have 19 minutes left. We're fine. We're good. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry. No timing out here on the Jim Davis stream. I may do one of my patented win with like, 10 seconds left. Hazard it. Okay, thanks for that's fine. That's fine. You win, Tannen. Kept the loosey-goosey one. That's something that keeps honestly fine. Literally any land in the deck. We have 24 lands left in our deck. And then a green land actually makes the hand insane. So, whatever. What are you going to do? Alright. Alright, that's keep skis. Keep. Our turn 2 play is interesting. Do we search, Compass, or Contraband Kingpin? I'm not actually sure. We're probably going to Doomfall on 3. Might be Search. And then Kingpin Compass on turn 4. I don't think that... there's not really any 1-drops in Tannen's deck. There aren't even many 2s. It's a pretty good mana this game. Yeah, we're gonna search. Turn 2 search in the play is pretty good. And they're probably gonna Doomfall Duress next turn. Kenra? It's a little appealing. I guess we have the Kingpin for the Kenra, so we can take a point or 2 here. Rather deal with the bigger threats. Fetid Pools? Yes. I'm pretty aggro in binning cards. Alright, what you got? Oh boy, that is a hand of magic cards. A Braid, Chandra, Daredevil, Phoenix, and only 1 land. Tannen's obviously going to draw a land here. What's the worst card for us? They're all not great. Oh, boy. That's a really good hand. I think it's just Chandra. We can beat Phoenixes. But Chandra, both accruing advantage, dealing 4 to Kingpin. I think it's just Chandra. This is a really good hand, though. He has the Abrade for the Compass, too, which is kind of annoying. Oh, just draw Pia? Yeah, obviously Pia into land. You're so lucky, Tannen. Obviously drawing Pia into land here. It's not bad. Alright. Expose our Compass to a Braid. Contraband Kingpin goes a long way to play some defense. Man, this card's so good. Oh, Tilt. I forgot this has an extra ability. I'm dumb. Yeah, I obviously should cast the Compass so I could have this scries. I didn't even consider that. Oh, I drew a land too? God, what a sicko. What perfect draws. Back to back. Alright. It's alright. We're good. Let's draw an Hour Promise. And he flipped this Compass. Arch? Oh, it's so awkward to bin the Arch. I don't think the Arch is going to matter, though. I'm going to bin it. Doomfall. God, Doomfall is so good against us, too. God, what a good hand. And we can't... I guess we can Contempt on their turn and let them... And they can abrade their Phoenix. We have Scavenger Grounds. We can't afford to lose a land, really. He's obviously just going to draw a land and then cast Direfleet Daredevil and kill my stupid Contraband Kingpin. Just take the second Phoenix with a Doomfall. That's kind of scary. So also, then he can Daredevil Doomfall me. And we lose our Contempt. There's just too many good cards here. We're also taking a pretty big chunk of damage next turn. I mean, Doomfalling the Daredevil is like... We have to deal with these stupid Phoenixes. Cannon Spectacle! Cannon Spectacle, new sub, what's your name, where you from? How long you been playing Magic, favorite card of all time, favorite deck of all time, most important, what's your name, where you from? We have played a land. I think if we Contempt this turn, we can Compass Doomfall next turn. Yeah, I think I was going to Contempt. I don't know if this is right or not. Need to keep making land drops. Yeah, how much? Because next turn, I like the idea of being able to Compass and Doomfall. I mean, we can answer for second Phoenix. Like, we have this Compass. We have Scavenger Grounds, too, so we can't just kill it and then, like, get rid of the thing in the graveyard. Yeah, we have 4 Contempt in our deck. Stop talking to your stream and play. But I love talking to my stream. Big. God, he drew a land. Stop drawing perfect. Alright, so that's a huge tilt. Again, Tannen drew a land for the Daredevil. I almost don't mind if the whole turn is spent abrading the Compass. So Tannen's drawn running lands here to cast all his good spells. The Pia was the big one too. Because the Pia's dealt like he drew his hand was 3 land and all 4 drops, and he drew Pia into land. So like, that's pretty tough because, frankly, it's just a really good hand. He's also my teammate, so I'm allowed to complain about him being lucky. So. Botanical Sanctum, Bennett. Draw. Another search for Azcanta. Wow. 2, 4, 6, 7. Nah, we don't have any golden demises. We probably should, I guess. It wouldn't even be that good in this matchup, I don't think. Alright, so I guess we're gonna take the Phoenix and pray. I don't really know what we're looking for here, honestly. Like, having the abrade and the threat for the thing is tough. Yeah, I mean, I think that Tannen's hand just seemed really, really good here. It's the perfect mix of, like, lands, good threats, interaction with Daredevil, and abrade, enough early damage with Kenra and Pia. Glorybringer off the top. Sure. Alright. This game's pretty close. I don't think we're actually like 0% to win. Hour of Promise. Yeah, remember that doesn't really work. Wanted that last turn. But I don't think we actually have any outs, I guess. Even with the... Because the problem is Compass doesn't stop Glorybringer, so it can just still mow down creatures. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Like, another Contempt and... I don't even know. Alright, well, we're dead. So lucky. Alright, so... Good games, Tannen. That was my teammate, Tannen Grace, on Team BCW. If you haven't checked out Team BCW, make sure you do on Twitter. And check us out. Tannen is not only very good looking, but also very lucky. Alright, so we're 2-1. We're playing the Sultai deck. And deck seems pretty sweet. That match seems pretty good for us, honestly. Like, the game 2 hand I kept, like, I think it's fine, but I don't know. And then, game 3 hand, this hand was just pretty good. Kind of fell behind and lost. Happens. This hand's great. And I guess we're lacking a turn 2 play, but this hand's good. Definitely, Tannen's deck was showing the power of just like playing a million Glorbringers and Chandra's, Rekindling Phoenixes, because all those cards are just so good. Also showed the power of Direfleet Daredevil, which I think is a really, really good card. Gift of Paradise. It's a little embarrassing. What is this? Oh, like a Sultai something or other deck. Alrighty. Well, we have turn 3 hour, which is great. Yes, I definitely think this deck's pretty sweet. Like I said, I haven't actually played with. I built this deck literally a month ago, and haven't played with it at all. So I'm sure it's not built optimally for the format because I'm not really familiar with the current format. But deck seems sweet. So, you need to play blue because Spring to Mind and search for Azcanta. You need to draw cards. You can't just like play Arch of Orazca or whatever. Not Arch. The stupid artifact, Azor's Gateway. Thanks, Tannen. Tannen's so lucky. This is now the Tannen's so lucky stream, and I hate Tannen because he's so lucky stream. Ha ha ha! I've stolen his viewers. Thanks, Tannen. All right, so Treasure Maps is good, but I don't think good enough. I think Spring to Mind is just literally the best possible card for any Hour of Promise deck. It is such a good card. Tannen's so lucky. What'd you open, Tannen? Yeah, we're just gonna hour here. Get Deadlands, probably an Oasis, I guess, because we have Carnage Tyrant in our hand. Crypt Rats are 7 tickets. Wow. All right, so we have Contempt, Push, Gift. I guess I didn't get a blue, but we have this Gift of Paradise, so it's fine. I wanted to have the variety pack here on Desert so we can kill small creatures and then pump Carnage Tyrant. So Crypt Rats is a common? Wasn't that an uncommon? Good games, bud. Tannen, when's your wedding? Nicole was asking. I know you're saying it's in a few weeks. When is like the actual date for the wedding? March 31st? Sweet. Do we want to come? I mean... Where are you? We will be down south. We'll be at the house. I guess, like, theoretically, we could come. Where? I mean, you're in Louisiana, right? That's pretty far from South Carolina. Baton Rouge. What just happened here? I put a counter on the servant. That's fine. I'm fine blocking here. Could find it. Yeah, send me the info. Honestly, I'll look into it. Is it a kid's wedding or no kid's wedding? Because John will be with us. Thanks for the host, GC. 12-hour drive. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, send me the info on our BCW chat. I'll look into it. That's a really good draw. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7. All right, so we're just gonna gift Paradise and Fatal Push and Essence Scatter and just set up for next turn. Premium bar, kids fine. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. You know, if it's a doable thing, I'm down to make that happen. I'm sure Nicole would love to do that too. John doesn't have any choice in the matter, so. Guess he put the gift on the swamp, I guess. I don't want to put it on an island because I want it's my only blue source. Let's put it there. We have Fatal Push, Essence Scatter, and Contempt. This is a long pause. I don't like this. This person wouldn't play main deck negates, would they? I'm going to just kind of fire off this Fatal Push right now. I don't like the idea of Blossoming Defense either. I don't know. Just got a tingle. Got that tingle. Alright, so now things are great. We're insulated from Bristling Hydra. We have a big threat. We have cards in our graveyard. Everything's great. Jade Light Ranger. I could just Contempt this rather than Essence Scatter it. Yeah, we're going to hold the Scatter for... Also, if we now have enough mana to play Tyrant with Scatter up, so... Do I think Red Green Monsters are still worth playing? This is my first time playing Standard in a month. I don't really have advice I'm comfortable giving, so... Hit 2 lands. Yep, yeah, I look very young and beautiful, but I'm actually old and crotchety. So we're using Contempt here for pure mana efficiency. Then we're going to assemble our combo of Carnage Tyrant plus Oasis. Yeah, this is basically me. Just an actual dinosaur. Yeah. Feeling pretty good about this game. Do I have any gray hairs? I don't know. Do I? Got a few. A little salt and pepper. Can't wait to get Doomfalled. I mean, if we get Doomfall, whatever. We're still in really good shape this game. We have tons of lands and a Spring to Mind. That's why this card's so good. Because the ramp spell is already almost playable by itself. And having a free draw to that just hangs out makes you feel so awesome. What is this?
Good luck with the new house. How do you feel about Grixis Delver in Modern?
Fencerman, thanks for the donation. I appreciate that very, very much. Grixis Delver in Modern. I think Delver of Secrets unfortunately just isn't a good enough card in Modern. Champion of Wits. That's fine. I think that Grixis Delver is just basically a worse deck than Grixis Death Shadow. And I think that the deck is probably playable, but I think you're losing percentage points by playing it over a similar deck. Unfortunately. I'm definitely not a Carnage Tyrant. I'm definitely on this card. If I'm a dinosaur, I am definitely Ancient Brontodon. It is taller than all the tallest trees and older than all but the oldest. A Jade Light Ranger. Alright. Still hold on to this Essence Scatter for dear life here. I kind of just don't want to do anything. Yeah, whatever. Yes, there is an old Fogey card. Right, Fencer, exactly. Like, it's just not as good of a threat as the Shadow decks are, so... Bin Champion of Wits? Jeez. Am I hopping on the Penguins bandwagon? Absolutely not. I hate the Penguins. The Rangers got them last night. That was a good game. I watched the last, 10 minutes of the third period and overtime. I like the Rangers right now. We're not making the playoffs. We trimmed the fat. We got rid of the old players. We got some young, new, exciting players and some draft picks. And we're just a young, lively team. I feel the ruin in the board. What does this card do exactly? That's kind of annoying. Maybe I should have counted the Ranger. I don't know. I just like... They have Scarab God and Bristling Hydra. I feel like I really want to just hold on to this Essence Scatter for dear life. Doomfall. That's not bad. So we are 1 mana short of Doomfall and Deadlands and Essence Scatter. I do think JT Miller is very good, and I'm sad to lose him. But a first round pick and getting rid of McDonough and getting the Mestikov and a second round pick, possible first round pick was worth it. I think that Miller's just playing with Stamkos and Kucherov, right? So obviously he's just gonna be insane. We're going to Doomfall and attack. I don't mind Scavenger Groundsing either, so let's have the ability to do that. Nah, I didn't see it, Lord. Cool, so we got the Champion Wits out of there, which is nice. Now I get to fire a big attack in. Doubles the power. What's this cost? 3 to do? I feel like I'm screwing this game up. I don't know. Champion of Wits is actually pretty good. It's 6, it's 12 damage for a lot of mana. That's fine. It's funny, is Deadlands now does -3. So we can shrink this Jade Light Ranger back to respectability. Let them use their thing. We'll draw 2 cards, untap, Deadlands, have Essence Scatter. I think we're alright here. And they might not even pump, honestly. Yeah, VC's fine. I really like the 2 kids we got, Spooner and Nemestikov. And I just love having first-round picks. Right now the Rangers have Boston's first-round pick next year, Tampa's first-round pick next year, and then Tampa's second-round pick in 2019. But if Tampa Bay wins the Cup this year, it goes to a first-round pick. I love those conditional picks. That's really fun. All right, they're not going for it, so that's cool. Or actually, it's not cool, because I'd rather them go for it. I guess I'd rather them play Scarab God here, so I can just Essence Scatter it. Walking Ballista for 1? God, they just keep playing so many worthless little things that I don't want to counter. Alright. Yeah, like, I want to cast Mind. I mean, I think we're in trouble. I mean, they're almost dead to the Tyrant attack. I don't know. We'll see what cards we draw here. We're seeing 3 new cards before our turn starts. Contempt is very good. Double Contempt is even better. Alright, so we can also Deadlands the Constrictor. It just kills it, which is nice. Let's see how much mana we have. We have Deadlands, Contempt. We're 1 short again, so we're just going to Contempt twice, I guess. I guess I'm a Lightning fan for the rest of the playoffs. So like I said, if the Lightning win the Cup, the Rangers get a first-round pick. All right, so this is fine. I don't care about Champion. It doesn't really matter at this point in the game. It's not very important. Black, green, colorless, black. So we're going to Contempt that so they can't just pump these Ballistas. We have Contempt up and Essence Scatter up. I think we're in pretty good shape. They have Blossoming Defense. I mean, God bless them. I don't think we're dead anyway, so... I mean, they draw 4, but they can't use the cards, and then we're just going to untap and Oasis our Tyrant and Contempt to push it through and stuff, so... Yeah, I mean, it's not unlikely that Pittsburgh just wins again. I mean... But the Rangers beat them last night, so... Comeback win, too. They were down like 2-0 or whatever. The Rangers' young goalie is pretty cool. I'm excited. I honestly think the turnaround on the Rangers could actually be pretty quick with their impending draft picks, the 2 young players they got. They have this good young goalie. Oh, gotcha. Don't have that card we were scared of. Blossoming Defense. Are we dead if they have it? That would suck. Oh, I should have let it resolve. I'm so dumb. Because now if they have it, it's +4/+4. Tilt. Whew. Yeah, that was a mistake. So there's no reason to not just let this resolve and then cast it. Because if they have Blossoming Defense, it doubles the power off that. So. All right, cool. So we won that game. This matchup seems okay for us, I guess. We have a lot of removal, obviously. We have Essence Scatters. I'm going to want this Field of Ruin. I think I'm going to cut a Rivulet. I don't see us decking them. It's a blue source gone, but we're on the draw, so whatever. Yeah, I think if the Golden Knights win the Cup, that's, like, awesome. Like, in any other sport, expansion teams are just a joke, you know? But I don't think I actually want to change anything. Like, maybe I bring in the Scarab God just in the hopes that they just, like, don't have an answer to it, and it's pretty good. But I don't even know what to cut. Like, I want all the removal spells. I want... all the threats, I think. I mean, Gift of Paradise is not great, but... Thanks for following. If you haven't followed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I don't follow soccer, so... I do want this Scarab God. Sandwurm Convergence seems... What does that Hadana's Climb card do? What does it flip into? Does it give a creature flying? It does give flying. But I guess they can attack and then pump. Sweet. I gotta have Negates and stuff.
Would love to get your thoughts on my list. I went undefeated with at a local event. They're
Sweet.
some old friends.
Everyone shows some love in chat for Scared Money Won't Make Money. For the donation, we'll do a deck tech for Scared Money Won't Make Money. I'm going to do it after the league, actually, if that's cool. Oh, it's one of these hands again. Literally the same. It's a better hand than against Tanning because we actually have our colors, too. I'm just going to keep it again. Turn 2 Compass. We draw a land. Our hand is great. We have Hour. We have a removal spell. We're just keeping it. 24 lands on the draw. Come on. Because now we actually just have any land as a draw. We don't even need the green. So I think this is definitely a keep compared to our last hand against Tannen. We're obviously not going to draw the land and just die, but it's still a keep. Like any land cast Spring. Then we get to cast Hour. Come on, land. Obviously. Whatever. 24 lands in the deck. So basically half of our deck is lands. We had 3 shots at it. What are you going to do? You know? Now we're definitely going to draw a tap land too. I guess there's a number of tap lands in our deck. But we have Negate too. Wow. Alright, whatever. Oh no, it's a creature. Alright, whatever.
Wise man said,
Like the hand against Tannen, maybe that's a mulligan. I think this was a keep. Like, straight up keep. So, what are you going to do? What's up, D20? How's it going, my friends? If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. Once again, my name is Jim Davis. Right now we're playing this fun Sultai Hour Promise deck I brewed up. I actually built this deck about a month ago based off my Bant Approach deck. Never got a chance to play it because I've been playing so much Modern lately. And wanted to try it out. And then we have the Streamer Showdown coming up in about an hour and a half. That's right, myself, Travis, Amaz, Loading Ready Run, Gabby, Newmont, Matt, and Jamie will all be playing some Masters 25 draft. And I'm going to win. Spoiler alert. So, we'll be doing that a little bit later. It's a lot of fun. We're playing 26 lands. So now I have a hand with no green. And I think this is a mulligan. We're on the play with no early interaction and no green. We gotta ship this one, unfortunately. I mean, this hand is very good if you find a land. Bottom. No, you stay tuned right here. You can watch everyone in the Streamer Showdown will be streaming their side of it on their own stream. God, come on, just draw it. But obviously stay here because you're going to watch the winner and the most best looking and smartest and most talented, awesome and oldest but looks youngest streamer in the thing. Land. That's what I'm talking about. Have any guests? Nope, no guests. Just me. It was me, Slayer. Me. Alright, so I think we're looking at island here. So we have double blue for our spring. We're at double black and green. So island is good. Now we have Doomfall lined up or Hour Promise. We draw a land, we Hour, which is great. If we don't, we Doomfall whatever creature they play, which is great. Siphoner, sure. Treasure Map is good, but Compass is better, and Map is slow. Tilt. I don't actually know how old the other streamers are, right? I'm just making conversation, you know? This is kind of a huge tilt. So we can, if we Doomfall here and they play a Bristling Hydra, we basically just lose. We probably have to Contempt. Spring to Mind, pretty bad draw. We'd love to just draw an actual land. We are playing 26 of them. What's going on down there? Just breaking stuff. Don't have Blossoming Defense, or we're going to look really dumb. Whew. We did it. So, Thrashing Brontodon. It's not Ancient Brontodon. There's our land. Alright, so now we get to fire off our here. We do need two deserts, unfortunately. We've only drawn one. That's fine. We're going to get a Deadlands. And probably a Scavenger Grounds. Yeah, it works for me. Get some zombies. Zombie, zombies, zombie, brr, brr, brr. Is a Bristling Hydra here? Alright, we have a Doomfall. We should gotta find an answer to this Brontodon, I guess. Attack? No. So, not a lot of good options here. They have this stupid Climb card. Things get pretty annoying. I'm pretty tempted to just draw cards with Mind. I guess we could also just Doomfall them and Edict them. And just, like, deal with this Bristling Hydra, like, as it comes around, basically. But then I can't draw cards. We do have a land drop to make, which is nice. Could just go Spring, Doomfall, land. It's kind of tough. Obviously, we'd like to save the Doomfall to try and kill the Hydra, but that is pretty difficult. I think we have to Doomfall. If they have the Climb card, we're just in huge trouble. And we don't actually have a ton of ways to kill Thrashing Brontodon. Same with the zombies? Nah, that's just too obvious. They're not gonna fall for that. We're short mana for that anyway. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna do, I guess we'll do that first. Let's take a little look. What you got, fool? Servant of the Conduit, Thrashing Brontodon. So not a very good hand. That's very good for us. Servant is 2 extra energy, and they have a hub. But Brontodon's obviously a 3/4, which is much more relevant sizing-wise. I think we just give them the 3rd energy for Hydra. We're probably going to be killing Hydra in combat anyways. I don't think it really matters, or chump blocking it. But the second Brontodon's another big body, so yeah. Swamp. And we're just going to play this desert, I think. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's spring. Yeah, like with 2 spring to mine in your graveyard, you just play your lands, you know? Donna's Climb. Ah. That's probably what's going to happen. Lazy Burnsy. Oh, no, he's licking himself. Okay. Sorry, Burnsy. what do we got here? I mean, so they have Servant Hub in their hand. So whatever they drew, hopefully it just isn't good. There's Servant. They drew Blooming Marsh. Alright. So Hydra can double pump, so we gotta just take this. Which is fine, we're 22, we're not really too worried about it. Okay, so big draw step. It's not bad. We're actually... It's the same amount of mana as Spring to Mind, so we're not really like super excited about that. But alright, what's Spring? Oh boy. Uncastable Search for Azcanta and an Oasis. That's kind of a tilt, honestly. For being honest. Which we always are. Had to tap both our blue for Spring to Mind. Most cards in our deck aren't blue. We could have cast them, but that's a somewhat unfortunate draw. Thankfully, our opponent has basically nothing, so we're not in terrible shape, but we do need to do something in the next turn or two. We're going to start really falling behind. No attacks now. We gonna fire up an Oasis here? This probably will inspire us to chump block if they're gonna target the Hydra. Okay, that makes sense. They're gonna go for the Bronzodon and just kind of spread out a big attack here. I think we're gonna... Deadlands can take care of Servant, but Servant's like pretty irrelevant. We need to draw like a relevant card in the next turn or two. That's for sure. Oh, they have Bronzodon for search anyway, but I think we're gonna chump. I think we're just gonna chump and trade and just take 4 and just buy some more time. Bantu's Last Reckoning. I mean, I have a lot of lands. I tap a lot of lands. I don't want those lands to not untap. Truth be told. The downside of this deck seems pretty dire. Another Servant. All right. 11 energy. It's no different than 9, really. Another Rivulet. Kind of just doing nothing here. Alright, Our Promise is sweet. That helps. So now we have plenty of deserts in play. I want to get at least one pain-free blue land for sure. I'm not getting Field of Ruin just to deal with a future Hadana's Climb just in case. And no other cards really matter. So yeah, let's get Field of Ruin and I guess Botanical Sanctum because if I draw Fetid Pools, I want to be able to cycle it because we're so kind of flooded right now. Yeah, I don't want to draw Botanical Sanctum, so alright. This is alright. I mean, we're not in great shape, but we're in okay shape. Opponent's got 45 cards in deck. You gotta draw the game out a little bit longer than that to go for the mill kill. Thanks for following, Hegzilla. If you haven't followed the show, make sure you follow. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you follow the YouTube channel. Vanna's Hunger. That's the instant speed edict. It's fine. I think we're just going to do it like this. That's quitter talk. I mean, we're just not there yet. You know, we're going to keep playing the game, and that's not our primary plan at the moment. Primary plan is survival. It's also awkward that this Brontodon answers our search, but it's fine. We're trading off here. If search kills Brontodon, it's actually kind of fine. All right, so we go to 3. We still have a blocker. Please don't play another good threat. Man, they love this card. Just Brontodons for days. Doomfall. All right. I mean, Doomfall Edict isn't bad. We get to gain some life off Gift of Paradise. Play Search, draw a card with Arch. You have like stuff to do. It's nothing great, but
If I'm not back in 5 minutes,
thanks for following, everyone.
just wait longer.
Gift of Paradise on Swamp. Tough game so far. We're still in it. Not sure why we're in the tank here. There's no way to destroy this thing and stop it from gaining me 3 life, so... Opponent's disconnected. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for our opponent to come back, we'll say hi to Burnsy. He's taking a nap. Let's hop over to the old Twitter sphere. Make sure we're following me. I'll put the links in chat. Make sure you follow the stream. Make sure you follow on YouTube. You got the Twitter right here. See, I post fun stuff like this. Doomsday art or Doom art. And we got so make sure you follow me on Twitter. Also follow Team BCW. That's my squad. Myself, Brandon DeCandio, Todd Stevens, Tanning Grace, and Ross Merriam. We are a very good-looking team. And you can follow us. We do awesome giveaways and match reports about our tournaments and challenge events like this one. Detry, new sub. Detry. Detry, what's your name? Where are you from? How long you been playing Magic? Favorite card of all time? Favorite deck of all time? Most important, what's your name? Where are you from? What are you going to name Nicole's puppy when we get 1,000 subs? Thank you for that. And of course, hop on over to the YouTubes. Make sure you follow that one as well. If you're on it right now, make sure you subscribe. Closing in on 5,000 subscribers. That's awesome. YouTube's blowing up. Standard, modern, Burnsy chewing on cards, old feature matches, deck techs, John and Jim show, StarCraft, Diablo, Versus series, you name it. No, it's not. I fixed it. So yeah, follow all those things, and we'll wait for our opponent to return here. We're doing a deck tech after the league. And Detry is Cameron from Canada. Favorite hockey team? Favorite card is Leonin Arbiter. Favorite deck would be Goblins from Onslaught block. Old school, like Skull Clamp Goblins or Bidding Goblins? What kind of Goblins? What kind? Yep, I lowered it to 1,000 because I'm a swell guy. Right now we're at 220 subs. So we need 780 more, which is a lot, but that's doable. That's doable. Toronto Maple Leafs, cool. Is Zazatev going to stop being sick? Because he's just not playing for me right now. Oh, he's out. What is this guy doing? All right, well, he's going on the IR. Sorry, guys. Got to make a quick move here while he's still available to go on the IR. That's my fantasy hockey team. I won the championship last year. Right now, Nicole's in first place. It's a 16-team league. Can't let Nicole win. All right? We cannot let Nicole win. So. He got the flu? He's got the flu? Jeez. All right, we're picking up... I was nice and let Nicole pick up the Rangers defenseman kid. Hainsey or Olsic. I could use the blocks. I'm going to go Hainsey. Opponent's still disconnected. We're still waiting for him to come back here. Little fantasy hockey transactions. If you like hockey, this is my squad. 16-team league. You can see it's full NHL rosters, so it's a very big team. We got Getzlaff, William Karlsson, Revelation. Las Vegas Golden Knights, Revelation. This guy's been my saving grace. Simmons, Zibanejad, Brent Burns. Burnsy's namesake back there. That's Burnsy's namesake. Erik Karlsson, Radko Gudas. This guy's mean. He hits everybody. And Draisaitl, Spooner, now a Ranger. Pretty fun. I got him when he's from Boston. John Gibson. That's the squad. Current standings. The playoffs started today. I think I start next week. Nicole's in first place, the Master Bladers. I am in third place. So, any Magic players here? It's not ones you would know. Tom Visconti and Patrick Albergo. But yeah, so yeah. Pawn's still disconnected. Don't forget the Streamer Showdown is coming up in about a little over an hour. We got Travis, Amaz, Loading Ready Run, myself, Gabby, Newmont, Matt, and Jamie. We're drafting Masters 25. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about Masters 25. I have not even looked at the set, really. I've briefly glanced at it. I guess we can look at it right now and kind of prepare myself for this upcoming draft. No, not Dominaria. Masters 25. Jace the Mind Sculptor. That's a card to open. Seems pretty good and limited. Master the Wild Hunt. Let's look at the commons and stuff. I don't care about the rares. I'm not going to open any good rares. Let's be serious here. I got some morphs in this set? Okay. Morphs are cool. Brine Elemental. Broodhatched Antuku, or whatever. Genju of the Spires. Dragon Eye Servants. Corona Zealot. Invigorate. Fallen Angel. Exclude. That card's good. We got some uncommon legends, right? Humble Defector. Ire Shaman is an uncommon. This card's really good. Hey, they're back. Give the Paradise Resolved. Draflo Timber Pack Wolves. What's that? Isn't Relentless Rats a common? That's pretty fun. I like that. All right, let's go black. Scavenger Grounds. All right, we are going to make them exile a creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arch. We have enough mana to. I guess we could have arched. I didn't realize. Maybe because I think arching is better than playing search. We try and draw. We should arch first. Try and draw a removal spell. Yeah, that was a mistake. Oops. Oopsie. Sanctum. All right. So blue, search. So we got a chump block. We're still alive. Played our land. All right. We're battling. We've lost 2 games this league so far, keeping a 2-lander and never drawing a land. So we did lose game 2 like that, which kind of stinks. So I prefer to gut this game out and finish strong, but we'll see what happens. We're gonna chump block. They're probably gonna kill the search for Azcanta post combat, but then we'll see. Sweet. Awesome, Detri. Yeah, they're great sleeves. They do Champion of Wits. That's a pretty good draw. Just a creature, it dies, they can eternalize it. Are they going to kill Search for Azcanta? They discarded Negate and Hydra. Alright. We need a spell here. It's got to be a good one, too. Because our removal spell won't do it. That's a Fetid Pools. We're going to open on Cycle. I guess we'll leave that. We don't need Field of Ruin. Our Promise is probably one of the best draws. Doomfall is actually insane. The nut. Alright, we're good. Everything's fine. We need to Deadlands them. So we need to tap colorless, black. We're We're going to sacrifice the Desert of the Glorified. Till that. And then we get to... We want to see if we can Scavenger Grounds also. So, yeah, we can, right? Yeah, we can. So, this is easy. Doomfall. Exile your creature. So lucky. We have drawn a lot of cards this game, you know? Scavenger Grounds. We lose our graveyard too, but who cares? Sweet. I'd say we're now ahead. Yes, that tree. We literally, when I was on MGG, they just gave us the prototypes and let us go wild with them. Like, what are your comments? Tell us all about them. And we gave our feedback, and they came out really, really nice. All right, that's a win. That was a hell of a turn. Not going to lie. All right. There you go, Midnight Slayer. Check them out. BCW supplies the BCW Deck Guard Elite Sleeve. I got a box of them right here. I actually got these to sleeve my cube. I haven't done it yet. To re-sleeve my cube, I got a whole mess of them. BCW Deck Guard Elite Sleeves. These have a gloss. The gloss refers to the front, not the back. So they all have glossy, shiny backs that shuffle really nice. These have gloss front, and the matte ones have matte front. So check them out. Haven't gotten around to messing with my cube in quite a while. So let's go 4-1 here. We lost to Super Lucky Tan and Grace, my teammate. Let's 4-1 though. Finish strong before the Streamer Showdown. This hand's pretty tough. Like, we draw any spell that costs 3 or less, and I'm pretty happy. If we don't, we might just die. But we do have Contempt on the play, and Hour, and a Desert. I'm just going to keep it. Maybe I'm just the loosest of all time. But who knows? If I'm on the draw, I definitely mulligan. But if we win this match fast enough, we actually could do a practice draft of M22. Probably we don't have time to play the matches, so we can just do the draft and play it later. Plains. Arch. It's not really ideal, but sure. No 2-drop, no 2-drop, no 2-drop. Field of Ruin. Yes. Island. Yes. We got all our colors. I should play the Oasis. That was a mistake. I already had the Arch. Doesn't really matter. Master Trinketeer. Okay. Compass. I think I'm interested in just killing this right now. Even just them untapping and making a token just doesn't seem like a thing I want to happen. I want the board clear so I can cast Hour Promise next turn. No idea what's actually going on here. Probably a servo deck, I guess. Just like servo tokens and Saram's expertise and stuff, but... Alright. He's back. Nice draw. I can get more cool lands. Okay. I think we're in great shape here. I am not sure what's best in Standard. It's my first time playing Standard in a month. Full disclosure. I want the Deadlands. And we have double black, double blue, double green. I guess I want Scavenger Grounds. I don't even know what my opponent's deck is doing at this point. But Scavenger Grounds seems like a safety. It's Autumn Bircharge. You slay Standard. Sweet. I think I know Autumn. Oh, yeah. Autumn Lily. She streams, right? Well, I think we're in good shape here. So, yeah, I would probably just play Blue-Black Control. Like, if I had a tournament to play in 10 minutes, and you're like, Jim, register a deck. Because I've played it before, and I liked it a lot. But I don't actually know what I'd play. Field of Ruin, the Deadlands. All right. That's fair. Swamp is fun. So, like, this costing her turn here is pretty good for us. Okay. So we get to Hour again and play Compass. Yeah, this feels pretty good. So, Hour, Compass, Arch. We're just going to attack, too. Get aggressive. It's sweet how this deck has like literally no creatures in it, but it can get pretty aggressive at times. Okay, so the safe block, playing around removal. I'm cool with this. Somebody's thirsty back there. Let's get... We don't really need more deserts, and without Deadlands, we're not even that hard up for them. Let's just get a Blooming Marsh and a black desert, I suppose. Cards I don't really want to draw. Oh, I should not have played the Arch. That was a mistake. Yeah, I should have held the Arch in case she has Field of Ruin. Alright, tilt. That flips. Yeah, if we get Field of Ruins here, that feels pretty bad. Alright, thankfully we didn't get punished. Never punished. Angel of Invention. Alright. This is, getting a little dicey. Losing our Deadlands kind of sucked. She won British Nationals too. Sweet. This is a pretty easy double block here. If it's just a servo. I guess we could just maze it. I mean, we need to draw a removal spell to kill this Angel of Invention. It's possible this deck wants a second Ifnir Deadlands. Because Deadlands is really, really good. Alright, so we could double block, or we could just maze it. Probably only... Yeah, just double block. I think this is fine. Alright, so... I need to draw something good. That's a pretty good one. Start with Arch. I don't see us needing double blue. Actually, if we draw Essence Scatter, we're going to want to use that. Yeah, it's fine. Moment of Craving is gas. Yeah, he needs expertise, maybe. That definitely could be a thing. It's pretty good in this deck too, with all the permanents we play, like, you know, Search, Spring to Mind. Like, it's a pretty reasonable thing to do. All right, so we're definitely happy to draw Moment of Craving. That's a really good one. Play Search for Azcanta. Play Swamp. Search and Arch are like the deck. Like, the ability to have these lands that just draw you cards and keep the gas flowing because we have all this mana in play is just the best. Alright, so Shefet Dunes. And another Angel of Invention. Alright. No, this is just a brew. It's based off my Bant Approach deck. Alright, so we have to make another block here. Another double block. I mean, we're trading evenly, but we are going to need to eventually answer these things because we don't necessarily deal with go wide strategies super well because we have a lot of spot removal. And this card actually needs to die too. But we have Search. We could review out to flip it, but I think we can wait. Desert of the Glorified in the graveyard. Spring to Mind. It's pretty good. I think we're just going to cast that and flash it back immediately. No, got to tap better. What am I doing? Getting too far ahead of myself here. Doomfall Rivulet. Alright. Let's see what the hand looks like. We're definitely taking a pretty big swing next turn, unfortunately. my god. A third Angel Invention, and another Master Trinketer, and a Pride of Conquerors, which might just kill us. 5, 10, 15 block maze. It does not kill us. But a third Angel Invention is insane. I think we're in trouble. Yeah. So with these new go wide decks in the format, we're probably going to need to have some sort of sweeper in our board. Again, I built this deck list probably about a month ago. I built it actually after I built the Bant Approach deck. It's a different take, same idea as the Bant Approach deck, different take on it as far as like different win condition. Our win condition is Ipnu Rivulet and Carnage Tyrant. All right, so we need to maze here. I don't particularly want to just chump block. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to take this and hopefully draw some removal spells. I mean, we can just kill off the Trinketers and the Angel and stuff. We'll be alright. But right now we're not really in a position to do that. Oh, I just kill us. This is an instant, right? This is 6, 12, 18, 19, 20. It's 22. They're one short. Convergence. Sandwurm Convergence is probably not good enough at the moment. I imagine she just puts us to 1 here. Like... But yeah, I think Yahanni's Expertise is probably a very good card for this deck. Again, you can cast Search for Azcanta, Spring to Mind. There's plenty of cards you can cast off of it. More tokens? Christ. Alright, I think we have probably no chance to win anymore. Doomfall can go in the graveyard. Yeah. Alright. So, going wide works well against us. Don't have a ton of answers to going wide. Need to chill out on this spot removal. We have no mass removal. We have Scarab God. Pretty about that. Contraband Kingpin doesn't really do a ton. I think I want a Field of Ruin over a Rivulet. No ballistas. Oh, we need to cut all the fatal bushes. Like, Contraband Kingpin is not great, but it does at least build a board and like can block and buy some time and gain some life and stuff. If she's playing mono white, Appetite's probably good. Also means she probably has good answers to Convergence, which I might not want to bother with. Doomfall seems bad as a removal spell, but fine as a Duress. Like, the problem that game was we just couldn't kill the creatures, like, which our deck is actually pretty good at. Like, if we had just killed the Trinketeers and the Angels, then we were fine, because our zombies can block the 1/1s, and I think we're actually okay. But she drew a lot of the threats, and we just didn't draw enough removal spells to keep up. So, like, even though she went wide and killed us wide that game, the real problem were these singular creatures that were pumping everything else. So, I think we should be okay as long as we can kill those creatures. I guess we'll do 2 of these. I don't want to draw a ton of them. I think this is fine. Not really sure. Might want a second Scarab God on the board. Scarab God does seem very good here. Oh my god. Alright, I mean, it's a keep. That's top. Just need those lands. Cast that Hour Promise. Hand is similar to our game 1 hand, but we have a 2-drop, so. Legion's Landing. My card is good against us. Let's search for treasure. Trinketer cost 4. I don't want to kill this vampire, do I? I don't think so. Kingpin is very good against mono red. It's like it's a good sideboard card. Doesn't die to lightning strike or a braid. It's a solid card. It's kind of weird. Post combat scry. Like, why not upkeep or my turn? Anyone wants to inform her decision here? She topped it, so. Brennan! Thanks, bud. Little team hosting action got hosted by Tannen and Brennan. So thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Streamer Showdown in 1 hour. Dun dun dun. Travis, Amaz, Loading Ready Run, myself, Gabby, Newmont, Matt, and Jamie will be battling Masters 25 draft in about an hour. I'm going to win that one for y'all, all right? I lost the finals of a last Streamer Showdown. This one, I'm going to get it. All right, so I think we're just going to... This is fine. We're going to play a removal spell into our... And just save our removal for their bigger threats. Trinketer and Angel and stuff. So, Streamer Showdown hype. Didn't I practice for the last one? No. I mean, I had done like 5 Theros drafts in 1995 or whenever that was, but no practice. Talk about practice? Practice? Not a draft. Practice. He's talking about practice. Yeah, I'm pretty burned out on Master sets, truth be told, but they're usually pretty fun draft environments, so we'll see. Sure. So this works out well for us. We get to fire off our worst removal spell. Oh, this costs 3. I don't know, it costs 4. We get to play Hour Promise. I get to play another Hour Promise. Gas. Alright, yeah, this feels good. Alright, so I thought we were getting mana tithed. And I was like gonna fly out of my chair. Let's get Arch and Deadlands. Not there yet. Almost at City's Blessing. Almost. Not the game. Anointed Procession? Ugh. We don't really have a good answer to that card. That card's pretty unbeatable. I think we're in trouble. We have 1 disenchant effect in our entire deck. Oh my god. Six treasures. Okay. I think we're in trouble. How are we gonna win this game? I guess we can just go. I mean, like, she's got 48 cards. Milling out is not really not seeming to be in the cards. I mean, anything that makes tokens is the worst card. Like an Angel, just for 4 servos is rough. Sheffet Dunes got the Arch. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. A 3-2 dream is definitely getting closer and closer. Okay. So we have Contempt for the Trinketeer. We have Field of Ruin, who probably going to want to hit their... I guess we actually don't hit the Arch, we hit the Treasure Cove, because they have like 5,000 treasures in play. We can try and elicit an attack. They also have Sheffet Dunes, so like it's going to be pretty hard to... Like, us not Deadlandsing the Trinketeer is a pretty big tell. This is probably really hard to win. I don't know how we're going to win this game. I mean, we just need like 7 Field of Ruins right now. We have to kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 non-basic lands. We only have 1. I just don't think we can realistically win the game. I mean, she'll get at least 1 token out of a Danto, or 2 tokens out of a Danto no matter what. I don't know. We're in trouble. Thanks for following. Yeah, we're definitely just not suited for a matchup like this. We don't have any disenchant effects. We only have 1. We have no sweepers. Make a servo? Or I guess I have to kill this in response to this because they're just going to make a million servos. This does not feel good. This actually feels bad. Like, I just don't see a realistic route to victory here. Might even need to field one of the Sheffet Dunes just so we like don't die. And our zombies can actually block. Okay. That's worse than Sheffet Dunes. That's 4 more tokens. Yeah, we can just never win, folks. I'm sorry. I think we're just dead. Her deck does seem sweet. Aha! Mazavith. Thanks for following, Timbo. Yeah, I think Yahanni's Expertise is a good sideboard card. Should have gotten an island. I mean, we're just dead. I'm probably going to concede next turn. So I draw my card and concede. We got some zombies, but... yeah. Exile a creature. GG. Alright, so 3-2. Again, I did build this deck about a month ago. So clearly we are not up to date on the format. Go wide strategies. We don't really have a good plan for that. And then we don't really have a good plan for artifacts and enchantments. I think that our Doomfall count's probably a little high. Give the Paradise probably just get out of the deck anyway. The card sucks. We definitely need more room in the sideboard. Maybe we just play Scarab God main. And even if, like, we try and play it with 9 mana, which is very doable. And if they kill it, we still get something else. Yeah, I think you probably want to play Scarab God main. Maybe the Convergence is just, like, way too cute. We never actually drew it, but it wouldn't have been good that game. And it doesn't really do a ton. And part of the idea of this deck is that it's built off my Bant Approach shell, where we're playing no creatures, and we win the game with totally blanking our opponent's removal spells, either with Rivulet and just controlling the game. The Approach deck was playing Approach. We're just playing Carnage Tyrant, which is unkillable for the most part. And you just use Hashep Oasis, which you're playing anyway, make it a 10-9, play some removal spells, and just kill them. And that part of the deck worked very, very well. But the problem is, obviously, if our opponents are going super wide, and then Scarab God does put a removal target in our deck, but some decks won't have removal anyway. And then against some decks, we're just going to have 9 mana. Just play it, they kill it, we get something back immediately and still get the value off it, and it's fine. So you probably want some move Scarab God to the main. We definitely need a second Appetite in the board, and probably at least 2 Yahenni's Expertise. Could probably go down maybe a Jace's Defeat and a Bloodfast or something. I'm not really sure exactly. Deck seemed cool, played well. Definitely seems better against the more, like, the higher tier decks of the format, like Grixis Energy, Sultai, Blue-Black Control. Seems a lot better against those decks than the Fringe decks. I feel like the Fringe decks that are playing a lot of tokens or a lot of enchantments or, like, Approach Second Sun are going to be good against us because they're kind of sidestepping what our deck is trying to do. But overall, deck seemed pretty sweet, honestly. I know we 3-2'd. We had a few rough losses, and that last match probably was actually unwinnable for us. So, yeah, Bantu's Last Reckoning is not good in this deck because we have literally 100 lands, and I don't want to have 100 lands tapped when I cast it. So, and also, again, like I said, Yahenni's Expertise is actually pretty sweet when you're casting a spell off of it for value. And we have Spring to Mind, Doomfall, Search for Azcanta, Compass. We have plenty of cards we want to cast as a nice tempo boost. So I think Yahenni's is probably the card we want in the board. So deck's pretty sweet. Thanks for watching this league. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. And if you're watching on Twitch, obviously follow and stay tuned because we have a Streamer Showdown coming up and more stuff coming up as well. But if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Say bye, Burnsy. Bye, Burnsy.